Hello! I'm gonna redo that. How did I fuck up hello? How did I fuck up hello?
La Brava, record this.
Hello, and welcome back to my second channel, Shwab-Analysis. This way you can find my behind the scenes, reactions, and stuff like that. Today we're doing another Shwab-Analysis, my little critique series where fans send in their music and I give them a review. I'm trying to be as critical as possible in these reviews to help you guys find things that you can improve upon and move forward with your music. Please do not misunderstand this series. I'm not trying to clown on people and roast them just for the hell of it. I am seriously trying to give useful feedback and critique that can make you guys better at music in the long run. So without any further ado, let's jump straight onto the first track. Alright, I didn't pause it there because it's only 28 seconds long, so there was no point, but I guess a nice short one. Let's jump straight into it. So, UCHIA, I guess you sent me this piece of production work. Looking at the screen, I'm not sure what DAW that was. I'm not sure how much of this is programmed, how much of it is samples or loops or whatever. I have no idea what you're working with here, so I guess I'll just critique it on as surface level as I can. So obviously, you don't have exactly the greatest step in the world in terms of recording your own screen. That's fine. We're just focusing on the sound. Sounds like there were some folks in the background. That's fine. You could have just rendered the audio out and sent it to me in the email, but sure, we'll take this. I appreciate, you know, the DPS camera work where you're holding your phone and you're doing this. We love that. We love that here. Okay, to actually comment on the music, the beat, I suppose, it sounded like you were going for a kind of a hip-hop instrumental, and it sounded fine. I had no major issues with it. I like the sound selection for that. That snare sound was very crisp. It's the kind of sound I use myself a lot of the time. The bass sounded, again, okay, but I couldn't really tell because you were recording with a phone, so I'm not sure quite how hard that bass hits. I couldn't really critique the mix because instead of rendering a WAV file and sending it to me, you've recorded a screen with a phone. So I'm not sure how much I can say about this. It's like less than 30 seconds long. The audio quality isn't fantastic, so, I mean, I don't know really what you want me to comment on or critique here. The beat sounded fine. I can't go any more in depth than that. It sounded fine. Nice job, let's move on. Alright, sorry, so you have no information on this song, so I have no idea. Is this an original? Or is this a cover? Because if this is like an original song of yours, this is really good. This is like really good. I don't know if you made the instrumental. I don't know if it's like both you singing and rapping, or if like I don't know anything because you haven't included any information here. One sec. I'm gonna go with my emails real quick. This one is remixes of his favorite childhood movie with some original lyrics. But what is this one? So he said his favorite's 804. Oh my god, this is long. Whoa, that's... Alright, yeah, that is not good. This one's 2 years old. They're both 2 years old. Wait, what? There's no way the dude who made this made this. That's really bad. That's so, everything's totally off key. There's no way. There is no way. This is a banger. I just don't think you made it. I just don't think you made this. I don't know if he remade the instrumental for these song covers or not.
So I'm sitting here with a smoking thing back when I had the hood to boost my music on the shelf.
Look, you run a marathon at work while they running you, you're wrong for way better, cause you the one that steady gunning through like, oh, now everybody knows that you're one in a million.
And that sucks because it's good. I just don't know if I can include it. Wait, he has some more recent stuff here. 5 months ago, 2 months ago. That's Nem! That's Nem. This is just a re-upload of a Nerd Out song. Yeah, he's just re-uploaded a Nerd Out song. Okay, yeah, I'm not reviewing this guy because he's just fucking re-uploaded other people's songs by the sounds of it. Why would he send me something in if it's not his music? I have Shazam on my phone. I'll have to play this through my speakers. So 1 second.
Fly away to Never Never Land and watch the stars light up the darkness so that I
Found something. This dude really thought. This dude really thought he could just re-upload someone else's song, and he got 70,000 streams on this just by re-uploading someone else's song and changing the name. Alright, yeah, sorry, never mind. This is being included in the video. I was going to cut this out the video, but I am including it. Please, everyone, Zombie Wolf on SoundCloud, okay? Link in description. Report him, please. Just report this dude. Because all he does is re-upload other people's music.
Right, Flame, look at where you at. I'm on top of Mount Everest, peering down at you, rat. You're a fish.
The video editing, the editing, holy shit. So this is a diss track, a Flame diss track. I don't know who Flame is, but this is a diss track against them. So I guess we're reviewing this as a diss, not like as a regular song. Well, let's go.
You're a fish in a bowl trying to live long. I'm a gator in the water, getting strong. And I didn't want to fight, but this is what you asked for. Now you can take this beating from my diamond sword. Maybe I'll start with handling my gun. Smoke you into dust, you're already gone.
Obviously this isn't good, but I'm gonna review it and give some hints. I'm gonna give some tips as if this was a fully fledged diss track, because why not? You know what? You want to go in on this dude? You want to go in on this dude and you're Flame, whoever that is, and you're dissing him? You haven't said anything to diss him yet. You've had almost 8 bars and you've said nothing. All you've said is, you're a rat. You're a fish. I'm on top of a mountain. I'm strong. You've said nothing. I'm gonna hit you with my diamond. That's not a diss! That's not a diss! You saying I'm gonna hit you with a Rasengan is not a diss. That's not a diss.
Then I pull a Hanzo, show you what this bow does. It won't be nothing much, doing what I love. Fast reflexes, quicker than the sound of bell. Hit you with that wooga rocky take you rock a rail.
Okay. I was about to pause the video because you said fast reflexes faster than the sound of a bell. Like bell sound travels faster than other sounds, I guess. That's a new science fact. I didn't know that previously, so thank you. But my dude really said
that wooga rocky take you rock.
Wooga.
Fast reflexes, quicker than the sound of bell. Hit you with that wooga rocky take you rock a rail.
Wooga. Sorry, I'm not gonna talk about the pronunciation. Let's go. I mean, the instrumental's kind of lit. I don't think you made it though.
Looks like I just went Ultra Instinct. Power level higher than Shaggy's full brink. Time to become Bloodhound and sniff you out, because that's what I'm all about.
What does that mean? Alright. Do you know, you remind me of Baker the Legend in that last stanza, just in terms of like the vocal work. Except if it was like Baker was awful at writing and had a microphone that he was using on like his phone. Not great. So here's the issue. I'm not gonna talk about your flow and your like delivery and the setup and stuff. I'm not gonna talk about any of that, because what you did here is you wrote a diss track. And the main issue you've made here with your diss track is that you didn't diss the person it was about. Whoever this Flame is, you said nothing about them. A good diss track on someone is one where you can listen to it with almost no prior knowledge of the person it's targeted at and leave with a lot of knowledge about the person it's targeted at. You know what I mean? In a diss track, you aim at the vitals. You say something about them. You criticize them. You did nothing. All you did there was say, I'm strong. You're a rat. I hit you with Rasengan, and then you're gone. That's nothing. What you have done is you've threatened someone. That is not a diss track. That is not a diss track. Let's move on. Alright, let me give you an immediate criticism. You've decided to include a musical introduction to your song. That's bad off tops. That is bad off tops because someone trying to... If this song slaps and it's really good and people add it to a playlist and they want to listen to it on YouTube, they can't now without hearing an 11-second musical intro. So, bad off the tops, you're at a loss. Number 2, that's not your song. What? As a musician, why are you using someone else's song to introduce your video? All this does is make me think, because I'm familiar with the original song by Fable, all this does is make me think, oh, your song must be bad, otherwise you wouldn't use someone else's music as your intro. What you're doing is luring people into a false sense of, hey, hold on a minute, this is cool, and then it's like, oh, wait a minute, that wasn't your song in the first place. It just seems bizarre, but let's get into the actual song, because, yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Blue flames in my hair can't contain this rain. Some call me insane. Do it all in the name of stain. Just call me one of the demons. The heroes think they're the beacon. We plotting and we are scheming. Take down the ones you believe in.
Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The mixing is really bad and it's very, very muddy. So you need to clean up that mix a lot. I don't hate it though. You know what? It's you're hitting the notes. You've got the style down a little bit. I see what you're going for. It's not there. It's not refined. But I see what you're going for. If this is early days, that's not a bad start.
Ashes falling down, chaos all around.
Okay, it was cool. It was cool for the first 30 seconds, but once it's run on for more than a minute, it's like, okay, I get it. Is there a change up coming? Is there like a switch up? Like, this should be reserved for the hook of a song, especially with that really high pitched vocal at the top, where you've got like this where you've like pitched the vocal up an octave. That's an effect that should be used sparingly, because it's a good effect to use, but when you use it throughout the entire song, it loses any impact and just sounds whiny and annoying. Also, the pitched down vocal that you came in into, Derby. Again, maybe it's just because of the mixing, but that sounded really whack.
Ashes falling down, chaos all around.
Yeah, this got old real quick. You know, I was quite impressed when I first heard it. I was like, hold on, actually, you know what? This isn't too bad. But the fact you did the same thing for the entire song is just like, it's putting me to sleep. It got stilled quick. Do some experimentation, switch up your style, insert something like this, awesome for a hook, you know what I mean? But do some other stuff as well. I can't listen to this for 2.5 minutes. It's too much. It's too much. Let's move on.
You gotta finish that. I'm getting yakiniku. Hey ladies, nice to meet you. I'll heat you up and sauce you down, then you know I'ma eat you. Yeah, I'm the big boy. I don't do soy, but if I fuck with you, then you might knock 'em ahoy. Eating that ramen, eating that pork, eating them chips. Used to saying amen while I'm eating these ribs.
Okay, like, yes, the production quality is low, but the flow ain't bad. The writing ain't bad. He's got some multi-syllabic rhymes in there. The flow is on beat, consistent. Okay. I don't hate it.
I'm eating these ribs, I'm not fat, yeah, I'm just big bone. Yo, just like Sasuke, I make the girls moan. Forget what you thought, I'm a lady killer. I'ma be taking her home for some filler. They say, Joji, please hold me, I need you tonight. Yo, girl, sorry, but I gotta grab a quick bite. No need to worry, though, it's gonna be alright. Because your boy about to roll up, get back in the fight. Big and tough as a boulder, clan on my shoulders, do what I'm told. Yeah, as I get older, now I'm a soldier, bigger than an ogre.
Okay. THICCROMAN. Not bad. Let's talk about that. I'm shocked. I'm shocked because I feel it seems like it's just like a demo version that you've sent me. It's not very long. It cuts off kind of abruptly. It sounds like, did you make the instrumental yourself? It doesn't sound like you've got that anywhere else. And if so, your production's really it's a little bit lackluster, and the beat is nothing special at all. To be honest, the full production was kind of low quality. The microphone quality, an obvious issue. The mixing, non-existent. There was no kind of overdubs or extra vocals to add any punch. But again, the title of the song included the word demo, so I can't be too rough on things like the production quality and mixing. In terms of writing, though, good. The flow, good. The vocal choice, I don't know if you're putting on that voice, like trying to do a character voice kind of thing to match the character that you're rapping about. I don't like that voice that you've went for. If that's your natural voice, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But it sounds as if it's like a kind of forced, unnatural performance, is what I'm saying. I think you need to lean into something that's a little more natural and a little closer to your speaking voice, because otherwise it just sounds like you're really forcing it. Otherwise, though, I mean, there was plenty to enjoy there, so yeah, well done. Okay, well, that's all 5 songs that I was going to review today. Admittedly, one of them didn't turn out exactly the way I was expecting. I guess the final words today would be not a terrible episode, right? It was fine for like the 4 songs we actually did. Y'all sent me a lot of short clips, which is cool. You guys also sent me a lot of very low production clips, which is fine, but just like for the future, I would set the goal up for you guys if you want to submit something. Just try and produce it to a little bit of a higher quality, you know what I mean? Set the bar for yourselves a little higher, because that would make my job a lot easier. But I mean, otherwise, the links are down below. If you've heard something that you really liked today, check the links out to support those creators. But otherwise, that's going to be it. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Peep that link in description. Hit that like and subscribe. Liable to fight, but violence gets me demonetized. So elastic, and I'm making plastic online. Shout out to today's sponsor. Who is it? UA High.